Hello everyone, Mark the Pipe Poet. Tonight I have a treat for you. But first, before we get into things, I am smoking in my Clark Gable pipe, also known as by its literal name, the K. Woody Squat Bulldog 98B, some Canadian maple graciously gifted to me by Miss Sue Dunhill. Sue, I'm watching you. Thank you. I've sipped on this a few times and I thoroughly enjoy it. I do have to say, though, that Canadian maple, the room note reminds me of something that I've smelled before, but I just can't seem to put my finger on it. But it is quite an enjoyable smoke, I must admit that. To accompany it, I have some gin and ginger ale, so I will give you a moment, but only a moment, to get comfortable, get seated, gather a favourite pipe or a pipe tobacco, because this evening I have a tale for you. Submitted for your approval for stories of the French satire. A ghost story. Though I was never one to believe in ghosts, having been agnostic about them, it never crossed my mind that I would stumble across one by accident. It was late. I was just coming home from work at the funeral home, and I was going down a treacherous road which we call Topper Hill Road. There was a fog coming in from the river, and because the water sometimes settles in the cornfields below, it tends to lay there. I was driving cautiously down this road when I noticed that in front of me a figure was walking. At first I couldn't discern of what it was, but as I got closer, I saw that it was a woman. A woman almost in a Chanel suit, the same as Jackie Kennedy wore on the day that her husband was assassinated. As I got closer, I could see that it was red, a burgundy. So not wanting to hit this woman, I cautiously drove up to her, went around her, but as I looked in my mirror, I noticed that she had disappeared. I stopped my car. I got out and I looked around for this woman that seemed to be walking. No one was there. I was the only one on the road. I hurried, got back in my car. As I looked back in the mirror, there she was, standing there. I tried to start my engine again, but for some reason it jammed a couple of times. It wasn't until the third time that it was actually successful and I could turn my lights back on. I slowly went down the hill, keeping an eye on the rearview mirror as I made distance between this lady and myself. Was it a ghost? Or was it a tired imagination? The question is, do you believe in ghosts? And that is my ghost story. So what do you think? Was it really a person? Or was it my imagination? Ever since then, the faceless woman in the Chanel suit has given me some eerie vibes. Almost to the extent of uncomfortableness. What do you think?